Welcome to our Halloween special. Today we're diving into the fascinating history and modern-day celebrations of this spooky holiday. From ancient Celtic rituals to today's trick-or-treating hordes, we'll explore the evolution of Halloween traditions. Our story begins over 2,000 years ago with the Celts, an ancient people who lived in what is now Ireland, Britain and France. They celebrated a festival called Samhain on October 31st, marking the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, a time associated with death and the supernatural. The Celts believed that on the night of Samhain, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. To appease these spirits, the Celts would light bonfires, make offerings and wear costumes, often made of animal skins, to ward off evil spirits or disguise themselves as one of them. Over time, as Christianity spread throughout Europe, Samhain merged with All Saints' Day, a Christian holiday honoring saints and the recently departed. This fusion of traditions laid the groundwork for what we now know as Halloween. Costumes are the backbone of Halloween. They're a form of self-expression, a chance to shed our everyday identities and embrace something fantastical, spooky, or downright silly. The Celts wore costumes during Samhain to either ward off evil spirits or mingle with them unnoticed. In the Middle Ages, costumes took on a more grotesque flavor, reflecting the fear of death and the Black Death that ravaged Europe. Today, Halloween costumes run the gamut from classic monsters to superheroes and pop culture icons. It's a night where we can be anyone or anything we want, and that's pretty darn cool. Halloween decorations are a sight to behold, from the simple jack-o'-lantern on the porch to elaborate haunted houses. We use decorations to create an atmosphere of playful fear and the supernatural. Cobwebs suggest that a house has been abandoned for ages, perhaps haunted by unseen spirits. These decorations, while spooky, are ultimately meant to entertain and delight. No Halloween would be complete without the iconic jack-o'-lantern. It all goes back to an Irish folktale about a fellow named Stingy Jack. Legend has it that Stingy Jack was a trickster who managed to trap the devil himself. The devil, true to his word, refused to take Jack's soul and gave him a single burning coal to light his way through the eternal darkness. Jack carved out a turnip, placed the coal inside, and has been wandering the earth ever since, known as Jack of the Lantern or Jack-o'-lantern. The Irish carved turnips and potatoes to ward off evil spirits and represent Jack's wandering soul. When Irish immigrants came to America, they found pumpkins to be a more plentiful and easier to carve alternative. Trick-or-treating, where children dress up in costumes and go door-to-door demanding candy, has a surprisingly long history. It can be traced back to a medieval practice called souling, where poor people would go door-to-door begging for soul cakes in exchange for prayers for the dead. Over time, souling evolved into guising, where children would dress up in costumes and go door-to-door singing songs or performing tricks in exchange for treats. This tradition, brought to America by European immigrants, eventually transformed into the modern-day trick-or-treating we know and love. Today, trick-or-treating represents a sense of community, a time for neighbors to connect and celebrate the spirit of Halloween together. It's a chance for kids to tap into their imaginations and experience the joy of receiving treats. Halloween isn't just about trick-or-treating and spooky decorations. From costume parties and haunted houses to horror movie marathons and spooky storytelling, Halloween offers a little something for everyone. Costume parties allow adults to shed their everyday personas and embrace the spirit of Halloween. Haunted attractions tap into our primal fears, providing a safe and controlled environment to confront the things that go bump in the night. Horror movies provide a cathartic release for our anxieties, allowing us to confront our fears from the safety of our couches. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history and traditions of Halloween. From ancient Celtic festivals to modern-day candy quests, we've seen how Halloween has evolved into a global phenomenon. So go out there, explore the cosmos of your imagination, and have a happy and safe Halloween.